Hello, my lovely friends. This is Tuesday, and I am bringing you another layout for the Empty Box Series 2. And this is the summer series version of the Empty Box. And I am just kind of interviewing where I would like to place some things. And I had a kind of a grid with clusters idea for this layout, and I do like how it turned out, so bear with me while I try to figure out placement and how I want to line everything up. I basically took these two photos in the summer last year, and I like to cook and I like to make fresh fruit and veggies, and I don't eat a lot of fruit, but on occasion, I will allow myself some berries and some like low glycemic index type of fruits. And so I thought I would make a layout based on some of the foods that I make. The other bowl was basically a edamame, an onion, and bell pepper, and cucumber, and I ended up mixing that all together with a light vinaigrette and making a salad out of it. So it was delicious. And that's always good to use with some sort of, like, to use it as a fresh dip. Instead of like a pico, you could have like a fresh summer dip that is chunky with something like this with light vinaigrette. So I really enjoyed putting this layout together. I just backed the photos with some of my scraps from the empty box, and the background paper I believe is from Simple Stories Oh Happy Day, and I also fussy cut out some of the cut aparts that I'll show you here in a moment. But the 2x2 cut aparts were from an old Webster's page paper that I had in the empty box. And so it was very easy and fun to cut those out and spread them around the page in a grid type layout. And so I end up securing those all down with my sewing machine, and you'll see me get to that as well. Oh, so the little bird that I fussy cut out was from that Simple Stories cut apart. And I believe so was the pink lemonade there that you see with the star on it. So I'd also utilized some other fussy cuts that I had. If you watch my last video, I had some Maggie Holmes fussy cut pieces that I took from a paper, and I didn't end up using them. So I have a little bowl on my desk where I like to throw extras, and since the empty box, I don't necessarily throw them into that, but I put them in that top left area so I know and I'm aware that I have them, and they worked out really well on this layout. The colors seem to match very, very well. So I will end up utilizing some of those. So here we go. Everything is kind of how I want it. And I'm going to add some washi tape that I had thrown in the empty box. And I don't know where that washi tape is from. I have several rolls that I just threw in there, and I just kind of tore them haphazardly. And I end up sewing all the way around the page to help secure those in place as well. So, doing a little bit of fast forward after I figured out placement of things. And I'm going to pop up that little bird, and I'm also going to fussy cut out some of the Cheeky Studio Missyisms paper so that I can get some nice floral elements and some leaves to place underneath that bird, and also to the left by that, what I call a pink lemonade cup, which I don't even drink pink lemonade, but it's cute, so I wanted to use it. Oh, so I am just beat today. I'm so tired. I worked a full day, and my feet are killing me, and I'm exhausted. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, but I'm hoping tomorrow is a little bit better. I think I just was on my feet too much today, so. Oh, I forgot I added that little bit of washi tape at the top of the paper as well. And a little bit of tangled thread because I've been doing that lately, and as long as I don't go too heavy on the thread, I'm happy with it. So this little label is, I don't know, it was in the empty box, but I can't recall where it's from. But it says, "Love this," and I'm going to sew it down as well and also do a little sewing beneath it. So here is where I bring in some of those Maggie Holmes elements that I had fussy cut before, and I wasn't sure about placement, but I do figure out they match this layout much better than the last one. The last one, the colors were just off. It just did not flow for me. So with this layout, it flows for me very much, and I like the pink and the blue elements that it adds to the page. The wood veneer is from an old Studio Calico line, and these little white labels, I believe, are from Heidi Swapp, and I've already sewn down the elements. I guess you'll see them in the close-up pictures or when I bring the layout closer to you for viewing towards the end, as I like to do. I think that lemon wood veneer is also from Studio Calico. I think a lot of my wood veneer is either Maya Road or Studio Calico, so that's kind of, unless it's specifically in the package like from Maya Road or Dear Lizzie or something, then yeah, it's usually Studio Calico. I used to collect that back in the day, so I have lots to throw in the empty box and to utilize. And these little pink flowers are from that Missyisms collection at Cheeky Studio, and I'm going to glue those down. And a couple of the little Heidi Swapp labels. The one at the bottom in gold text says "delicious," and then the one to the right says "today," just above that Maggie Holmes. Oh, I guess I skipped forward. This is going to be my title. Anyway, the word "today" just above the Maggie Holmes camera, and then the one at the top on the left says "terrific," because I love fresh food. So I did pull some of the epoxy thickers that are from High Five, and yay with an exclamation mark, and love balanced out those two 2x2 cut aparts in black. And I really like adding the little white sprinkles as well. Anything summery, I just feel like white sprinkles are best for some reason. So you can see all the stitching here. I stitched some of it all the way around, others I did not. I just kind of enjoyed the process, and it was very simple and quick once I figured out placement of all of the elements. So I do have a new technique I've been using through Adobe Illustrator. I'm going to have that type of video to share with you soon. I'm just kind of getting through some of the other empty box videos, and I kind of got in a grid mode. Now I'm kind of in this new technique mode, and you know, it's just a process of evolution. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you give me a thumbs up, and I hope that I can bring you another video very, very soon. You can see a little more of the stitching there, and I love the way this turned out. So yeah, if you have any projects that you've been working on you would like to share, please share over in the Cheeky Studio Facebook group, or leave a comment below if there is some type of technique or video you would like to see from me. Ta-ta from now. Bye.